Here, got it all. I can't go on like this. I have to do something. You're perfect. Yes. Ade, Due, Dambala, give me the power, I beg of you. Did it work? Am I pretty now? Hey all my fellow horror fans, I'm David, this is Terrible Reviews, and if you like all things horror, make sure you hit that follow button. Today's review, of course, is going to be 1988's Child's Play. So, let's start with the elephant in the room. Yes, I got my hair cut. Yes, they cut it a lot shorter than I asked them to, but, you know, we just gotta live with it, let it grow out. It'll be fine, I'm not that upset. But, what did I think of Child's Play? Let's get into the scores and find out. Starting off with terror, is this movie scary? Honestly, I still think it is. Just the thought of a possessed doll and a killer doll is a really scary concept, especially when you're growing up with these movies. It is terrifying. It made me scared of more life-size dolls than I probably should have been as a child, but I also watched these way too early, so it kind of had more of an effect on me as a 7-year-old than it would if I had just watched this for the first time today. But I think generally the idea behind this movie, and especially the way they portray it in the first movie compared to later iterations, it's a lot more scary in Child's Play. So overall, I am going to give this one a 3 out of 5 for terror. The effects in this movie are beyond amazing. These are all practical effects. Like, there's really no CGI in this movie or like computer generated effects in this movie at all. And the way that they do like some of the practical stunts, especially the explosions, just look so incredible. And I can't believe like they actually explode a building in this movie and did it practically. It's insane. And on top of that, they use state-of-the-art animatronics for the Chucky doll. Now, there are scenes where it's just a person in a mask, but the majority of the shots in this movie are an actual animatronic, and it still holds up to this day and looks amazing. So, overall, for this movie, I will have to give it a 5 out of 5 for effects. They hold up to this day. They still look just as good as they did when this movie came out in 1988. I can't take anything away from the effects in this movie. The story in this movie, while more serious than future iterations of the character, this version of Chucky still has some of the charm that he would be known for later on. The way that they did this movie, though, is more of a thriller, in my opinion. It's more like a supernatural crime thriller that has slasher elements later on in the movie. And if you've seen the movie, you know kind of what I'm talking about. The beginning of this movie, towards the middle, Chucky really is hiding himself. He's not out there unaliving people just willy-nilly and continuously doing it throughout the movie. It kind of starts off and just builds up this tension of, will they find out that this doll is possessed? And eventually, once it comes out, then you get your slasher tropes and you get the Chucky that we all know and love, especially at the very end of this movie. He is portrayed a lot more serious, like I said, in this movie than in the later iterations. There are some movies that do it a little bit more serious than others, but this by far is the most serious and the most dark that we ever see Chucky, and I still appreciate that. I really like that about this movie. And honestly, this movie is carried by the lead 6-year-old actor that is the main character in this movie, and he's amazing. Andy is amazing in this movie. He did a terrific job. He is very believable. He is definitely a kid, but he gives a great performance. And that's coming from me. I'm really harsh on child acting, and he really, really impressed me. It's exactly how I remember it when I first watched this movie as a kid, and I could relate to his character. And I can still put myself in those shoes and like think of how I would act if I was a kid. And yeah, he did an amazing job. The other actors in this movie also do an amazing job as well, but I just have to give the credit where it's due. It's not often that you have a movie that is led by a child and that child just is phenomenal. So for story, I will give this one a 5 out of 5 as well. Lastly, is this movie fun? Absolutely. Child's Play, again, holds up to today. The effects, the story, the acting are all top-notch, and it's no wonder why this became such a beloved franchise and Chucky became such a beloved horror villain. This one will get a 5 out of 5 for fun. Is it terrifying or terrible? I would have to say that Child's Play is certified terrifying. But have you seen Child's Play? If you have, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next review.